Pollen grain, pollen sac or a macrosporangium. Pollen sac or macrosporangium is present inside the tapetum. Last time we discussed the structure of anther wall. That means it is made up of outer layer epidermis. Next to this there is the endothecium. Next to this there is the middle layer, and inside the middle layer there is the tapetum. Tapetum, that is, the cells are of polyploidy condition. They are centripetally oriented and they provide nutrition for developing pollen grains. So inside the tapetum there is the macrosporangium. In this pollen sac or a macrosporangium, sporogenous tissue is present. The primary sporogenous cells formed by the division of the archisporial cells either function directly as the microspore mother cells or by repeated divisions gives rise to the microsporocytes. Microspore mother cells, which are the diploid in nature, undergo reduction division, that means meiosis first and second, and resulted into a spore tetrad. 4 microspores or pollen grains, which are now haploid due to the meiosis, are separated from microspore tetrad and lie in the pollen sac or a macrosporangium. The microspores or the pollen grains in seed bearing plants like angiosperms are the mother cells of male gametophyte. This pollen grain is the male reproductive structure. So look here, this is the microspore mother cell. This microspore mother cell undergo meiosis and they produces microspore tetrad. You remember that this division is of meiosis. Diploid structure now becomes a haploid. This is the important stage. So these microspores, they are arranged in the tetrahedral manner like this. And you remember that always spores show this trilete mark due to the arrangement of this tetrahedral nature. Sometimes when the pollen grains are arranged in the tetrad, it is called a tetrahedral tetrad like this. 4 spores arranged in the tetrahedral manner. Sometimes they are arranged in one plane, that is the isobilateral, second figure. Sometimes when the pollen grains are right angle to each other, that is called as the decussate. That means 2 pairs, they are arranged at right angle. So they are either tetrahedral or they are isobilateral or they are in the decussate arrangement. In Aristolochia, cells are arranged in the T-shaped manner. 4 spores are there and they produces T-shaped structure. In Halophilia, they are arranged in the linear tetrad. That means they are arranged in the linear sequence. And in the Ericaceae members, pollens are permanently united in a tetrahedrons. They never separated. That means this is the tetrahedral tetrad arranged in a tetrad. They are arranged in one plane, that is the isobilateral. They are arranged at right angle to each other, that is the decussate. Example, Magnolia. In Aristolochia, they are arranged in the T-shaped manner. In Halophila, they are arranged in the linear. In Ericaceae, they are in the tetrahedrons. Then there is one exceptional case, that is the compound pollen grains. Sometimes microspores or the pollen grains are not separated even after its maturity and they remain in groups. In such a condition, it is called as compound pollen grains, and the classical example, that is of Calotropis. Here a single compact mass of pollen grains are formed in the pollen sac, and this compact mass, it is called as pollinium. Look here, pentagonal stigma is there, and at the four corners there are the pollinium. Single pollinium is enlarged here. Here also single pollinium, and these are the corpusculum, that means the attachment, then the retinaculum, caudicle, that is the translator arm, and the pollinia, which is the actually pollen bag. So this is the exceptional case, and the example is Calotropis. Thank you.